Good day, y'all. I have another video here with my suspension and steering overhaul. So my parts all arrived. The last of them, my Kingpin set arrived. What's today? Today's Thursday, so it was Tuesday. It actually was there. But anyways, yeah, I spent the day on Wednesday, tearing this apart, so I didn't make it over there. But I digress. But so my suspension parts arrived, and most important, well, not importantly, but my steering. So there's the MOOG sleeve. That's the outer one, which looks like it's, yeah. So MOOG, everyone's always saying, MOOG's the best. But, and then this is the drag, like I took that was made by SUSPENSIA. See, it was made in Turkey. But unlike MOOG, they put the fittings in there and the nut on there. Well, we'll have to see how this works out. But Turkey, what if them same guys in sandals that are forging all these things? But looks like it's pretty good quality, but we'll see. I'll match it up with my other one. I don't know if it's factory or not, but we'll see anyhow. But and yeah, there was the radius kit that I said that the radius kit which I had forgotten that it came with the radius bushing. So it was actually an entire kit. There's the receipt. So there's the kit for the Dennis Carpenter C5TZ-3B203 kit, which gives you for $50 and $10 of shipping. Gives you the radius bushings for both sides and the two I-beam bushings, which I thought was a good deal. I forgot, but see, and I bought the MOOG ones, which they look like they're a little bit better quality. I noticed there was a stamping on them, unless MOOG makes it for them, because they looked kind of the same, but they just had a different, they had the serial number onto the, I'll open it up and show you. See, there's the number there. They appear to be pretty much the same. But anyway, so my Kingpin dilemma. So yeah, so I spent the day yesterday trying to, I said, let me do the hardest side first. So here it is here, this darn Kingpin, which I had a heck of a time. So when I went to go in there, so I got it out, and you see that this bore right here, and I took the pin out. It was all galled and mauled, like someone had did not do a good job installing it. Because when I went to take the backing plates off, I'm like, why won't they come off? And somebody had put gasket cement on it to hold them in place. I'm like, someone's been in here. So I went and I'm like, all this effort that I'm taking, you see I had to ream it out, and I was soaked it and did everything. And then I had it set up, like this, and then I kind of looked over the top. I'm like, can't really see it here in the video, but in this section here, it seemed like it was twisted. And because I compared it to this other one, I'm like, you know what? The labor it takes to do this, and I started looking this over, and I was like, wow, this is really good shape. So anywho, I have decided not to waste the effort at this moment, which I will eventually with the new Kingpin set. I'll separate this and have this ready to go, because I checked this setup and I started taking all the dirt off, and I checked the play and the pins, and I'm like, you know what, this will buy me some time. They were in good shape, and because this set here is from a 67 Ford, even though mine is a 68, but technically It was built in September of '67. So a lot of the parts on my truck here was '67, even though that's a '68 grill. Somebody had did some work, but anyways, I think there was some front end damage here, because that I-beam definitely has some damage going on. And so when I was doing a little research, I'm like, all right, let me check out. So I said, you see how, I said, oh, what's a left and a right? I said, could they possibly have been mistaken? But you see, this is my original one, C7TA, which designates truck. 8A, when I looked up, I came through, I forget if it came fortification or not, but anyways, it showed up as 65, I believe 65 and 96. These will all fit, but this was from early I-beam, which is cast, and the later ones from my friend who has a late model one says his are pressed steel or something like that, but the early ones are cast, and especially with, so the 8A is passenger and the 9A is driver's side. And so if you ever go to look, so if you ever need to replace the I-beam, but everyone's doing Crown Vic swaps, but me 65 or 64, well, I guess technically 65, or it came out early 64, I thought. But anyways, through 96, if they kept this I-beam suspension all that time, you know, it really is a great suspension, you know, simple, you know, especially if you've been doing Crown Vics, probably find people probably throwing these things away. Anyhow, I digress again. So on this one, I was looking at the numbers. These were 7 C7TZ. Yeah, if I can do this. Oh, C5TA 8B and C5 TA9A is the driver's side one. So these were the ones that were in the 67. But yeah, those arms, I mean, I-beams are in better shape than mine. I started taking the dirt off and I was like, oh, you know. So yeah, and both caps were on there, so even if I did need to remove them, but I'm just gonna clean them up and I'll double check all of the play in it, but there was none when I did the initial check. But anyhow, so I am not going to try to remove those kingpins anytime soon. When I have the time, set it up. I'm gonna probably have to either drill the pin out or try to, there was enough gap there, maybe I can cut that out of there, and then my buddy's got a Bridgeport across the street. He's got a lathe too, but the Bridgeport will probably set it up in there. I don't know. He's a machinist, so he has a lot more experience than I do. So, and he's rebuilt these for bog vehicles, because in my neck of the woods, cranberries rule, and a lot of the guys were they didn't specifically make the vehicles for these guys. They had to fabricate them themselves. So my friend became very, very good at it, and to this day he still builds. Guys still come all around and have him build his equipment. But anyhow, so I have a very good resource within arm's reach. So gonna swap out both I-beams, and as I said, I'm gonna use the radius arms from the other one, because those were in really good shape. Like I said, still swinging the, I don't know, I gotta see if check if the F250 or if the F100 spring heights will change, and because I wanted to come up a little bit, but I did like the way it rode. But anyhow, so that's where I'm at, and that's where I'm going. So I will save myself some labor in these nice warm days here and do the swaps, do the cleanup, and call it a day. Alright folks, I will make another video with the suspension all back together. But anyhow, have a good day y'all, and thanks for listening.